Welcome to Financial Clinic, your ultimate guide to achieving financial success. Proudly sponsored by NCBA Bank. Join Sally Limo as she expertly shares invaluable tips and insights designed to empower you in reaching both your personal, business, and financial goals with NCBA Bank. Your journey to a brighter financial future starts here.
NCBA. Go for it.
My name is Stella Njunge. I'm the MD of NCBA Insurance Company Limited, and generally I oversee the operations of this insurance company as well as implement strategy. As long as you are walking around or you go to the workplace, you're always in a scenario where an accident can happen. As an individual, you have the opportunity to insure yourself so that your income earning capacity is not impaired. That's the first thing. It's the most important asset that you have, because it's your ability to generate income that is able to help you support yourself and support the others around you. So it's important that you protect it because it can be lost. That's the first one. Secondly, if you have people who rely on you, your family, your parents, your spouse, your children, it's important that you begin to prepare by building a safety net, so that should you become incapacitated and unable to work, they have a lump sum that can take care of their needs. The covers are not expensive. You would be surprised at some of the amounts that you would pay for simple personal accident covers. However, the impact that it will have on your family will be great. Again, removing from them the reliance upon family, relatives, and friends, yet you as an individual could have been able to forestall their suffering and their loss of income by just taking a small cover to take care of this. So I look forward to meeting all of you on Financial Clinic as we discuss financial preparedness. Very welcome.
Tuendele. NCBA. Go for it.
A very good morning on this beautiful Financial Clinic Wednesday, where we are super excited to once again bring you amazing, insightful, and impactful content when it comes to matters money. This is the place to be this morning. Karibu sana from wherever you're joining us. Please do join this conversation that we're going to have about preparation when it comes to matters financial emergencies. Speak to us on 20316. That's our SMS line, 0786 316 316 on WhatsApp line, and let us know how you've cushioned yourself when it comes to matters emergencies. And also take your pen and notebook and get some insights from an expert from NCBA Bank, who will be introducing herself shortly. And remember, in life there are good surprises and bad surprises. If you get a bad surprise, then how do you handle that? My name is Sally Limo. Welcome to the conversation as we welcome our guest Stella. Please introduce yourself to the audience.
So thank you very much, Sally. My name is Stella Njunge. I'm the MD of NCBA Insurance Company Limited. We've recently rebranded. We were formerly known as AIG Insurance Company Limited. A company that has a rich heritage in this market,
right,
of 50 years. And we have been offering Kenyans and their businesses protection against unexpected events, surprises, as we're calling them today. Yes, and I'm happy to be on your show.
Karibu sana.
Yes.
I love what you just said, protection, which all of us need from God and also from insurance, is like what we're going to be talking about this morning.
Yes.
So what exactly, Stella, is an emergency, just to the layperson?
An emergency is an unexpected event.
Yeah.
As you've said, unexpected events can be good, but usually they're not so good.
Yeah.
And they normally come with some unexpected financial outlay,
right,
or some form of injury, or sometimes even death. It can also be, we call them act of God in insurance. It can be floods, it can be fires. And what it means is that you are not ready for it, and it has happened, and it has caused you some form of loss.
Okay.
Yes, that's where we come in as insurance people. We help you manage those risks. We say we help you transfer that risk.
Yeah.
Because life is full of uncertainties.
Of course.
And you need a partner from insurance to help you navigate an uncertain world.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is the importance of just having this plan in place in case of any emergencies?
It's crucial. I say you cannot go through life without having a plan, because it means that you're moving from day to day. Even if your income is limited or your business is small, it's good to pen down what it is you have as a vision for yourself and your business. And alongside it, come up with a plan about how it is that you're going to protect yourself and also protect your business or your assets. It's very important. If I can go to the business side, so you've saved up, you got a nice piece of equipment, expensive. It's taken your entire savings to buy it. You could be a dentist. You bought a dentist chair. You bought an electric arm. You could have bought the equipment that you normally need for your job. And then you've taken up residence in a mall or a small office building somewhere. And first thing you do physically is to secure assets. What you do, you put a burglar proof on the door and on the windows, just to make sure that no one can come in. But things happen, electrical faults. Someone could enter your premises forcibly and steal your equipment. And what happens? Your entire savings are gone. What you normally find that is if you've taken a loan to buy an asset, a car or some equipment, the bank will insist that you take some form of insurance to protect you against this kind of eventualities. But if you've used your savings, half the time you don't consider that you actually need to preserve that capital. It needs to be preserved. It's taken you a long time to build it up. You need to take care of it. So if something happens, someone breaks into your premises or there's a fire of some sort or some electric high voltage comes through and there's some damage to your equipment and you need to replace it, insurance can come in to support you instead of you having to go back into your pocket, raise money again to replace it. Don't allow yourself to keep on going back to rock bottom. Give yourself a cushion or a shield in the form of insurance so that you can be able to draw from it and to be able to put you back to the place where you are.
So in that sense, it means it also gives you like some sort of stability and also as well as peace of mind.
Yes, it does. It does. It means I'm covered. Yes.
Okay.
If give the Christian example, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. So also with your business, it's important. Take some form of cover to preserve your capital. It is difficult to build it up. Preserve your capital so that you don't have to start from rock bottom. If you have a family and or if it's you, there are people who depend on you, you have to insure yourself. Take a personal accident cover. Nowadays you hear funny stories. I fell, then I don't know, it seemed to have triggered something. Now I'm unable to walk properly, I'm unable to work. A personal accident covers you in all those instances. Or you're in a matatu going to work and there's an accident. In as much as the matatu has a cover through third party liability that will make sure that you're taken care of. If you had a personal accident cover, it could help you. To have helped you. If people die unexpectedly, and it happens, it's not something that we pray for, but these things happen. A personal accident cover is able to make sure that your dependents are able to draw from a lump sum. That, and one that is unexpected, meaning that if you have children, your children are not left without a future. There are other forms of life insurance that you could take, whether it's education covers or whether it's a life insurance cover for yourself. But on the general insurance side, where I work, you can take a personal accident cover and it can take care of you. In an organization like family, the family, I'm sure you're all insured, and there are group personal accident covers and group life covers that also take care of those things. The message around insurance is take the opportunity to protect yourself and to protect your business, to assure you of some level of stability, whether it's in terms of income or whether it's continuity of your business. Yes.
But there are people, probably someone is watching and they're like, insurances are just expensive, if be it medical, be it whatever cover they may want to take, education. Some people go out and say, it's expensive. What do you have to say about that?
There are many ways to fund your insurance, and insurance companies are happy to listen to you. There are facilities known as insurance premium financing. meaning that you can go to your bank and they can give you an opportunity to take an insurance premium loan, so to speak, which you'll pay off in a maximum of 10 installments. And that will afford you that financial break that you require. And this is mainly for the gender insurance covers. It's very important for you because what will happen is that the bank will pay the insurance company the full premium amount, and then they will recover for you in installments, giving you some level of breathing space so that you don't have to look for the entire lump sum to pay for it. It's there. Very small charge, and then NCBA is the leading bank in insurance premium financing.
Absolutely.
So we'll be happy to offer those solutions to you. Yes.
Talking of insurance, is there a relationship between savings, insurance, and credit when it comes to preparing yourself financially?
Yes, there is. In the whole world of financial literacy, you have to look at those arms in terms of building yourself financial shield for yourself and for your family or for your business. One, it's good to get into a savings culture, and no money is too small. You'd be amazed what people can do by saving daily. And if you have a small business where your cash flows are daily, it makes sense to put aside that 100, 200 shillings. If you are on a salary, look to take out a percentage of your pay by form of savings. Sometimes it comes through something like pension, which will take maybe up to 5 or 10% of your pay. But for your own self, it's good to put aside a nest egg to take care of unexpected occurrences or surprises. On the other side, you have insurance coming in as something that you pay for to also take care of an eventualities. And it gives you a surety that so should something unexpected happen, you will be able to be taken care of. I think the last one was
savings, the credit, savings, and insurance.
Credit depends on to some extent to your ability to repay, and it's usually based on one, whether or not you're salaried or you have a fixed level of income. Nowadays, you'd be surprised what the bank asks for when you are applying for a loan. They even ask for your M-Pesa statement because they can be able to ascertain what your cash flows are in addition to your salary. If you don't have a salary, most likely you'll be using M-Pesa. And from it, they can be able to give you a credit score. If you have savings and you're able to put them, for instance, in a fixed deposit account, it can also help you get credit because one, that can be a security for you against the loan that you're taking, or it can be a sort of an added plus in terms of your credit profile. This person has some level of financial discipline. Look at the amount of money that they've been able to put aside and look at how they've done it consistently. Therefore, because they've gotten into that consistency of having of making a financial payment every month, they should be able to comfortably make a monthly financial payment for their loan. Yes.
Besides the insurance, then is it important to also have like cash emergency fund?
Very important. Just further to my last answer, have a savings pool. It's an emergency fund. Things happen. People fall sick. You could lose an asset that is not necessarily insured. For instance, you can lose your phone. And our phones have become such an integral part of our life. Instead of running to go and take a loan to buy a phone, go and take your savings and buy yourself a phone that will take you through. People fall sick and maybe you don't have medical cover for them. Instead of straining, you can take that. If you want to put up a building at home, a small house, you can fund part of it from your savings and borrow the rest so that the amount of credit that you have or the level of credit that you have is not big to the extent that it can impair the way that you earn your money and you find most of it going into loan repayments. Yes, it's important.
It is important. And when coming to the younger people, the younger generation, are you seeing a generational shift in terms of how probably they view insurance?
Yes. One thing about them is that their preferences in life are different. I think they're really long-term in their view. And one, they focus on value. If something is valuable to them, they will buy it. insurance, yes, is necessary, but I think for them, what they would prefer is that they have an easy or a short journey to acquire that insurance cover. Not having to refer to people, maybe going to our website and just looking for the product that they have, self-serving and buying it there quickly or on a mobile app. So the way the older generation would prefer to have a conversation with an insurance broker, an insurance agent, they may not have that time. Also, they're very much into, I think, a sort of a gig economy, so they move quickly, and they would like covers that are for the day. For instance, if I'm going to buy something and I would like a cover for a day, I'm traveling and I'd like a travel cover for the day, that would make sense for them. So for them, it's value, relevance, and how easily can I get it. Yes.
You know, you had started by talking about the safety net, you know.
Yes.
So how can a family with dependents then just consider, what can they consider as a safety net? A family that has dependents, or me as the head of the family, or my husband, how do they consider, you know, a safety net? What is a safety net for a family then?
A safety net is an integral part of the family wealth discussion or family finances discussion. In this regard, you need to sit down and determine what your needs are as a family. Top of mind would be medical. Well, we need a medical cover because children, when they're young, they tend to fall ill till they get to about 7-8 years. But after that, you do need an outpatient cover would take care of the visits to the hospital for the medicine, the laboratory tests, and such like. So a medical cover with an outpatient limit and an inpatient limit in case somebody is hospitalized is crucial. That's the first one, because you have the head of the family and there are people who depend on him or her. They need to take a life insurance cover. That is integral. You also need to take a personal accident cover. Why? Because it is able to pay you a lump sum should you expire unexpectedly. You need to take education covers for your children because they also have the same sort of support for you. They take care of school fees after a certain point in time, 5-10 years, and then they pay out over a longer period. Also, in case you expire as the head of the family, they also get a lump sum for that event. They also sometimes pay out money for the funeral. So first of all, you start with a medical cover. You need to take a life insurance cover, which can either be a PA or a personal accident cover, or just as plain life insurance cover. And you also need education covers to take care of the children. Whether you're working or not, you need a pension. You need a pension plan, and it's integral because I think we sort of assume that we'll be working until we die. It doesn't then happen. As you age, you slow down, and you're not as effective and as productive. And it is good that you retire when you get your age. You can do other things, but ultimately at that point in time when your income generating capacity is reduced, that you can have money to draw on to meet your living expenses. I would say overall, insurance is about maintaining and restoring dignity. I think that's an important conversation, so that you're able to meet the needs of your people, whether or not you're incapacitated or not. And even when you retire, you're able to have an income to draw from. In Kenya, we have a great culture around Harambes and coming together as a family. But I think it's important for the individual to sit down. We call it Hujita Kamukutano. And look at your needs and plan your life so that you can achieve some level of independence. And also, if the people that you're supporting, they don't suffer unduly when you're not there. So those are the kind of conversations for that family. Make a plan, a simple plan, and there are plans for every income. Go and speak to your insurance company. Call NCBA Insurance. We would gladly guide you on how it is that you can come up for the plan for yourself, even for your business, so that when floods and fires and unexpected risks crystallize, you have a level of continuity. Yes.
Make a plan. Absolutely. Because, if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. So there you go. Make a plan. And we'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back after this song, Speak to Me.
matumaini, tujitahidi, tujivunie, tuendelee mbele, twende mbele, 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 tuendelee. Twende mbele, 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 twende mbele, tuendelee. Mbele, Kenya twende mbele. Kenya tuendelee. Twende mbele. NCBA. Go for it.
Welcome back and go for it. That is NCBA. You know, we are here talking about making plans. Are you making a plan? Are you preparing yourself to cushion yourself when it comes to financial emergencies? The MD, NCBA Insurance, is here to help you go through this or plan yourself to be able to just, you know, be in a safety net. That's what we're talking about this morning. And before we go back to our conversation, probably I'll just run through our socials. And Stella, there's a question here for you.
Yes.
Someone is asking, I have a loan with the bank that is overdue, and I'm having some money in my pension. Can I use it as an insurance to the loan?
Thank you for that. No, you cannot use your pension as an insurance to the loan because your pension fund serves a totally different role in your financial life.
Yeah.
It's supposed to secure your financial needs after you retire. So what I'd ask you to do is just go and talk to your bank manager.
Okay.
They listen. They listen and they're well aware of what is going on in the economy. And if maybe you've lost your job or you're having some financial difficulty, they'll be able to help you so that maybe you can reschedule your loan and help you come up with a plan.
Okay.
Yes.
They listen. So go to your banking institution and present your case. Then there's also Sally. Thank you for bringing the NCBA expert. This series is Financial Class 101. Please ask the guest if there's a need to have health insurance if one already has SHA, and if so, what would be the difference of what the bank offers versus SHA? Stella.
Okay, thank you for that question. At the moment, the insurance company is not selling insurance, medical insurance, but it's in our immediate future plans. In terms of whether or not you need a medical insurance cover with SHA, yes, you do. If you can afford it, it's good to take out a plan, even if it's a small plan. Why? Because it offers you an additional limits and access to other hospitals that may not be on the SHA plan. Okay. So do take out that medical insurance cover. It is an additional facility for you and your family.
Okay,
yes.
Fantastic. When it comes to matters technology, digital, then how has technology helped, your customers probably use the insurance for financial planning or other things when it comes to matters cushioning themselves?
Okay. When it comes to matters digital, I think in the insurance space, you'd find that everyone is automated now. You have an ERP that is the basis of your administration, for your policy administration. We call it policy administration because when you take out a plan with us, it's called a policy. So definitely there'll be speed of service. There will be a lot more efficiency in how it is that we answer your question. I'll also take care of your needs. More to that, you'll find that everyone has a website, I guess, where you can go and read and see for yourself. Instead of having to make a call or have to look for somebody to explain to you, you go to the website and you'll see what services are offered. And you'll find many insurance companies can now give you an opportunity to self-serve on that website. You can ask a query, you can follow up on your claim, you can even buy insurance. We are in the initial stages of making sure that you can self-serve off our website. So in a few months, hopefully before the end of the year, when you go to the NCBA Insurance website, you'll be able to buy insurance policy and also launch a claim. On the side of education, which I think is very crucial.
Yeah,
when you look at insurance penetration in this country, it's still below 3%.
Yeah.
I find that people know about insurance, but maybe have not bought into the value.
Yeah.
And I feel if we do a lot more education, people actually understand deeply that it is an essential part of your financial planning.
Awesome.
We have a lot of apps right now that can help you budget, that can help you plan your expenses, can help you monitor your expenses. So in terms of raising the awareness around financial planning, I think that one is going well. There are a lot of podcasts that you can access through YouTube, and where you can speak to experts about financial planning and taking care of your financial needs. Buying insurance of USSD, I think we have seen that. If you look through the market, you will see you type a certain USSD and you can access even a car insurance on the spot and pay through M-Pesa. And we've gone far. Before you had to dash to go and collect your motor insurance certificate. Now it's sent to you on your phone, and you just need to dash somewhere and print it out and stick it on your windscreen. So the advances have been made in terms of policy administration and running of insurance companies. I think the next stage, which is where a lot of us insurance companies are, is bringing insurance to the people, whether it's through an app or whether it is through a USSD, and then of course making sure that we have products that are easy to buy, and you can conclude that customer journey of buying the cover and even making a claim electronically without having to come all the way to the office or fill long forms. So that's the next stage, and that is where we are.
Awesome, fantastic.
Yes.
I'm sure people are looking forward to that. Then back to our socials. I'm seeing someone saying, good morning, Sally and Madam MD. This is a perfect conversation with a lot of enlightening tips. I'd like to know, one, does Stella foresee embedded insurance becoming the norm, where it's automatically included in everyday services and products?
Definitely. I think it's already here.
It's already here?
Already here.
Okay.
You will find that when you buy an asset, you'll find that part of the price, especially if you're using a micro lender, part of the price includes an insurance cover. You'll just sign a small form, and then at the back end, the transactions will be taking place. On your credit card, you'll find embedded there travel insurance, a personal accident cover, and it comes with the total price of the credit card, and all you need to do is make a claim. Embedded products make it easy to be covered. I think that's the fundamental about it. And then so that you don't have to, we use the word on board. You don't have to be onboarded to take on the cover. It comes as a bundle, as a bouquet. So as you buy your credit card or you buy an asset, you'll find that the insurance is already included. We are headed to a stage that when you buy your phone, the cover for that phone will be part of the price. Yes, so that if you lose it or it's damaged, you can go back and the phone is repaired within the insurance cost, or it can be replaced. So yes, this is the heyday of embedded insurance. And once we have that ease of bringing insurance to consumers, I think we'll have begun to make headway in terms of raising penetration of insurance in this market.
Absolutely. I think the second part is more of a Q&A, because I'm seeing a lot of feedback coming in. It is important to just, engage with our audience. Someone is also saying, what personal experience have shaped your passion for financial independence?
I'm a firstborn. That's the first thing. So I guess you grew up with a lot of responsibilities, and you tend to carry people along, and also carry people as you grow up. And I realized at an early age that you require help. And help comes in the form of insurance. I also did experience, I think, one or two quite heavy and severe financial emergencies. And those ones made me appreciate the fact that medical insurance is crucial. Let me just tell our audience, if you're seated at home and something happens, by the time as a family or even as a business, you're asking the question, do we have insurance? It's usually too late. So I'd urge you now to take up that insurance cover. it's important. And I know you've been getting messages on your phone, SMSs from your bank telling you this cover is available. Please have that conversation because you don't want to be seated somewhere and then you find yourself in a financial hole because of an unexpected event. So that one is actually what drives my passion for financial independence. It's important. It also gives you peace of mind.
Fantastic.
Yes.
At NCBA, Insurance, do you have any plans to reward, customers who are proactive in just saving or preparing themselves for emergencies? Do you reward them?
No, but that's a good thought. Because we're a general insurer. But we do recognize customers who've been with us for a long time. Because it means that you've been with us 20, 30, 40 years. You actually have understood the importance of insurance in your life. It may initially have been driven by a loan, but here you are now, you're still with us because you recognize that it gives you a financial cushion.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Someone says, good morning. Imagine having a reliable friend who never changes. Okay. Hi, Sally. Thank you for this insightful conversation. I now have more trust in insurance than before. It's maintaining my dignity. Wow. That was powerful takeaway from our guest, Stella. Amazing. Then there's also someone else who is asking. I saw someone asking, hi, Sally and Stella. Kindly ask Stella if there's a minimum premium or they work with what they agree with a customer.
For motor insurance, there's a minimum premium. And that's usually for the minimum cover, which is called a third-party cover. That only takes care of third-party liabilities. Yes. The rest is a conversation that is based on your profile, your number of assets, total number of assets that you have that you'd like to be covered. So yes, for most covers, there would be a minimum below which they won't be able to give you a lower price. So yes, there is a minimum premium.
There was a question I was to ask you on small business, but I can see already someone watching or listening in is asking, what insurance would you recommend for a small business owner? The person is a retiree and now in small business.
I'd ask you to come and speak to us about our package or SME cover. We have two kinds of covers. One that is pre-priced, and in it comes a bundle that takes care of covers your property for fire, for burglary, and a small cover for your employees if you have them. Because the various mandatory insurance, as we all know, motor is one of them, and then there's one called workman injury benefit that if you have staff, you're required to take out that cover for them, so that in case they're injured in the workplace, there's insurance to take care of that. So please speak to us. It's important that you cover your SME because you can lose assets and you don't want to go back to scratch. I think that's a takeaway I'd like from today's conversation. Preserve your capital. It's important. We have a second SME cover that allows you to sit and select which cover you want from 17 different areas. We have, I think, the most coverage in this market, in the Kenyan insurance market, under our SME package cover. So speak to us. You'll select the areas that you want to be covered for, and we'll give you a good price for them. And then you can take care of your business in that regard. It is covered. Your equipment is covered, your premises is covered, and your employees are covered.
As we get towards the tail end of this conversation, Stella, what's your proudest impact as a leader when it comes to NCBA Insurance?
For me, it is the fact that we've been able to change from having a multinational owner to now having a fully owned local owner. So when the bank bought out the AIG stakeholder who owned more than 50% of the shares. It required, of course, that now we begin the process of integration, transformation to now make that business local. 18 months, Sally. It was a lot of work, but we finished the journey and we came out on top. We have a new brand, ready to continue serving Kenyans in this market and their businesses to offer them insurance. And I'd say that is my proudest moment.
Awesome.
Yes.
And maybe lastly from our social, someone is saying, 14 years to my retirement, what plan does NCBA have for someone like me?
Okay, thank you. I think what you need is a life insurance cover. We don't offer life insurance, but NCBA Bank Assurance do have that sort of products where they're dealing with other underwriters. So please speak to us. We'll put you in touch with those experts so that you can be able to take up a plan. Even if you're close to retirement, you can still take up covers. It doesn't stop you from taking up new insurance plans. Yes.
Awesome. So your parting shot, Stella, now if you speak to the people directly, what would you want to tell them?
I would say that insurance is an integral part of our life. Yes, we have our family to support us, but in order to make sure that we have continuity in our businesses and also that we have a safety net for us as an individual or as your family, it's crucial that you have an insurance plan, whether it is a general insurance plan that takes care of your assets or whether it's a life insurance plan or whether it's a pension plan for your pensions. Please speak to your financial advisor, speak to your bank, speak to your insurance company. There's something for you.
Oh yeah, and I can see someone has asked, then how can you start, it's coming in as we are ending, but someone, how do you start preparing today? Someone has just heard you and they want to start preparing. How is the journey like in briefly?
The important thing is, one, speak to someone who understands insurance. Speak to an insurance company. They will guide you. In order to have an effective conversation, make sure that you have the documents for your business, for your assets, for your income, whether it's your M-Pesa statements, whether it's your pay slips, so that when you sit down, you can have a proper conversation. If you bought your assets using loans, or if you bought them from your savings, let's sit down and enumerate your assets for you as a person and for your business, and then we'll be able to come up with an insurance plan that will take care of you.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That's the right place I want us to end the conversation. It's been awesome, beautiful. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the insight, the tips, and already you can see someone asking, how do they start today? So that was a fantastic conversation. Thank you so much for your time, for your input, your feedback. We really do appreciate the questions, and we appreciate your time. I want to say asante sana, and also to our partners, people who've been here holding our hands for the last 25 years, just ensuring that we bring you such impactful, positive, and amazing content. We want to say a big thank you. If you want to be part of this community that's impacting lives from Family TV, then you can send the word partner to 20316, our SMS line, or 0786 316 316. Send the word partner, and our team will be able to reach out to you and give you directions on how to go about it. And also, if you just want to be, a support, to give us support in this ministry as we impact lives and reach out to people and keeping Jesus on the airwaves, then you can do that by sending in your contribution to paybill number 316 and the account number shall be your telephone number. See you again tomorrow on Matters Relationship, where we'll be discussing about divorce does not define you. God bless you and keep you. See you again tomorrow. Bye.